really quickly, let's take a quick look at their opponent, Dark Zero.
I think Rainbow Six almost has like a breath of fresh air in it now with the new format. Differently than last season would be mental, probably, and more roles as well. Just being where I'm more comfortable.
The two teams that are probably the biggest competition is probably SSG and TSM. SSG because we like to call it a rivalry, but it's been pretty one-sided for them. And TSM because they're probably like the most explosive in the last 15, 20 seconds of a round. They can stall the whole round, but then the last 15, 20 seconds, they can just all push together and just win all their fights.
Both those teams are stacked in like their own ways. SSG plays super well as a team, and TSM just has some of the best fraggers.
But they are a structured team, so one of their weaknesses could be early picks, early aggression, breaking down their structure that they have.
So it's just going to be like us being able to find a combination of, you know, good team play and good fragging ability to try to beat these teams.
I think SSG came so strong because they picked up a very solid IGL in Troy. They have 4 other players along with Troy that really want it and are very, very good at their role. They have a very distinct system, and you can pretty much guess each round who's basically going to be where, who's the entry, who's watching flank.
Just about how we exploit them and do it. If we play to our strengths or we play to their weaknesses, it's all come game day what our plan is.
What we need to do, we need to play aggressive, basically just play our game and just try to knock them off of theirs, because they always seem to do that to us, and if we can control the tempo, I think we could beat them.
Oh, excuse me, I'm so sorry. We actually have Skies on deck, so yes, we don't get to talk to him very often. I'm super excited about this. Skies, how are you feeling, man? This has to be such a great victory for y'all.
I'm feeling good. It felt really good, but we know the job's not done, so we're focused on our next match.
Yeah, talk to me about your mindset for this specific matchup, though. I spoke with Mint at the qualifier, and y'all had won, and he was despondent. Like, he was not in a good mood. He was sad. And he was like, we need to make some major improvements. So can you talk to me about the last 2 weeks, and what were y'all telling each other before this matchup? Like, I want to know what was going on in the minds of Dark Zero before this.
So when we won the major qualifiers, we knew that we were not performing the way that we should have been. We were losing rounds and maps to teams that we probably shouldn't. So going into the actual major itself, we started to focus more on how we're going to play, like the DZ playstyle, and we all kind of committed and changed our playstyle individually to try to fit a team aspect. Kyle and I made a couple role changes. He plays smoke some sites. I'm playing smoke more on more aggressive sites rather than just because I like the op. Everyone's just stepped up and has really individually gotten better.
Talk to me about your team's evolution throughout this season. I mean, you've heard the analysts. We thought that y'all struggled on defense, but today it was a different story completely. It really seems that you guys have made some major improvements. What do you think have been the big improvements that you've seen your team made?
Well, I think one of the biggest changes for defense is we kind of tried to play more together, where we would have times where, like, you know, Paul's making a play and we're playing super passive, like we weren't in sync. And now anytime it comes to like making a play, we're always trying to do something together. If we're pulling back, we're doing it together. So instead of just trying to force things individually, we're doing it more as a team.
Yeah, chemistry was definitely strong today. I do want to ask you, who do you want to play next? Who would you prefer to see out of OXG and TSM?
We don't really have a preference. We'd rather play either or, honestly. I think that regardless, any of them could make it. So I don't think it's the end for SSG either.
Okay, so talk to me about what you're thinking now. How are you preparing for this next matchup?
Well, we got to see who wins, and then we'll start the prep from there. But Brandon, our coach, BC, has already been doing prep during our match against SSG. So we'll just add on to that once we know who wins.
Okay, and, you know, stage one, definitely a little bit of a roller coaster ride for y'all. What do you want to say to your fans who have just been behind y'all 100% of the way?
We have some great fans. We really do appreciate and love you guys. We know we had a bad season, and we're going to get out of the funk. You know, just don't give up on us, because we're not going to give up.
Aw, Skies, congratulations. Thank you so much for speaking with us. Go enjoy that victory for a little bit.
Appreciate it. Have a good one, Jackie.
Bye, Skies. Thank you so much. Let's bring it back to our analyst desk. Oh, my goodness. We've talked about TSM. Let's take a look at OXG. Roll the tape.
The reason qualified for the major. We have 5 great individual players.
We probably have one of the most individually talented teams in North America on a roster. We have a very unique play style to us. We don't really mimic any other teams.
We are the best when it comes to like adapting.
Now that we have the structure, picking up bio and slash that we've been looking for, I think it makes our team very well synergized.
Bringing in an IGL that we never had in previous seasons, whereas now we have bio that is an extremely well-rounded player, and an IGL definitely is the huge reason why we qualified for this major. TSM and Space Station for sure are going to be our biggest competition going into the major.
TSM is a big opponent just because their players are so good that they're going to be tough no matter the situation.
They're a very aggressive team and they're very individually skilled.
I would say a weakness is also that same area, the individual play.
All of those players are so good individually that once they start going, they don't necessarily know how to stop. And I feel like that hurts a team in the long run. To prepare for TSM, a lot more structure and tightening up to our performance and our play style, getting more and more used to having bio, IGL, and lead us.
We're just getting a full strats across the board that will favor us going into any map, whether it's one of their good maps or one of their bad maps. No matter what, it's going to be close games. I wouldn't expect a blowout from any side.
It will be a really good game to play against them again.
OXG. So let's chat with the man. Achieved. How are you feeling right now? Extremely dominant play today. I'm sure y'all are over the moon. Chat with me. How you feeling?
Good, good, good. I'm glad we won in a pretty decisive victory because obviously we know we're that good. So when the last time we played them on Clubhouse 2, it was kind of, we're just really glad that we were able to actually show that we're better.
I mean, you guys were extremely dominant. Did you think things were going to play out like this today? How did y'all go into this matchup? I mean, not trying to be offensive here, but y'all crushed them.
To be honest with you, we actually thought I don't think any of us kind of thought that Clubhouse would go like that close. We thought that it would be a little closer. But they banned the double breacher, and I think that really hurt them. I don't think they were very well prepared for that because in every matchup they played against us, they've been target banning like Merc and even me on like defense, for example. They've been banning Ash a lot, and when we knew the double breacher ban came out, we knew that they weren't ready for that because that's something that we've like practiced against. So like we knew what to do, but I don't think they were ready for that at all. So that definitely like came in our favor.
Yeah, and Clash, huh? Talk to me about that.
Yeah, so I mean, I've never been Clash, and I'm sure there's a lot of people out there who didn't think I'd be the one running the Clash. They thought it'd be like, I don't know, Geo maybe, or Chala or something. But like, I was just like, you know what? Let me take the Clash. You know, I think it's gonna work out. Let's just take it. You know, they're double breachers are banned, so they can only come from 2 directions. So let me take the Clash, and I'll just slow them down. And I mean, yeah, I think the team played really well around it, especially.
Yeah, y'all definitely showed up, and I know that your fans are just super excited. Is there anything that you want to say to them really quickly?
Just thank you to all the fans for supporting us. Thank you to TSM. Thank you for, you know, we've kind of had a rough start at the beginning of the stay at the NAL. So we're still getting all of our stuff figured out. We get better and better every play day, and we're just getting our stuff figured out, and we're going to keep improving, and hopefully we can bring home the major.
Aw, staying humble. Absolutely love it. Thank you so much, Achieved, and congratulations again on your win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, so let's bring it back to the analyst desk. And gentlemen, Canadian is on deck now. Wow, Canadian. Long day, sir. Long day, but you could still go all the way and take the major. Tell me how you're feeling. We saw the player cam right after y'all got the victory. You just jumped out of your seats.
Honestly, I was just sick of playing. Like, I want to go to bed. I've been up way too. Like, I got up way too damn early, and we played some stressful matches. And that, like, Coastline is a stressful map, guaranteed already, especially against OXG. And yeah, I'm gonna be honest. Like, we were getting the defense half, and it started to not look good, and it wasn't feeling too good. And then we pulled some rounds out. But yeah, it was getting stressful.
I mean, this series, all of the maps were stressful. I kind of want to go back to map 1. You got to talk to me about that comeback there. I cannot imagine what your mindset was towards the beginning of that map. I mean, y'all were down significantly. Can you tell me, how did y'all powwow? How did y'all come back from that? What were you telling each other?
So it took us longer than we would have liked and longer than it normally does to kind of like address the issues that we were having on attack. It was like, I think we noticed that we were attacking very slow, but we didn't really just like change anything for it until after the 5th round. And then we won our 6th round, and then in OT we won, obviously. But we just basically said like, they're slowing us down because they were running such like heavy information ops and like playing aggressive on us that we had to like deal with the aggression first, and then as we were dealing with all of it, it just soaked so much time. So we just decided, hey, we're gonna play quicker, we're gonna make this work, just because like we're playing into their game basically. So just kind of changing that up for attack. And then I mean on defense, we just kind of started to play our game on defense. We started to figure out what they were doing. They changed their style of attacking on that map from when they previously did it. So we had to kind of change how we were defending. We started to bring out the clash. So yeah.
So talk to me a little bit about map 2 and map 3, because I mean, map 1 was just so intense. How did you keep that mental fortitude through those next 2 maps? I mean, it did not get easier for y'all.
No, it did not. I mean, we knew it would be a tough match. We tend to have tough matches. Like, we don't tend to blow teams out. That's how we are.
Yeah.
I mean, and it is what it is. Like, part of what we do is like we kind of learn how people are playing and figure out how we want to beat them. So that's part of it. But I mean, we knew it'd be a crazy match, especially after the first map. Like, we knew we were coming into 2 maps that should be tougher. Consulate and Coastline, we knew they should be tougher. And I mean, at the end of the day, we just like we want to win. So everyone was focused. Like, we knew we're not out of it. We're not out of it until we're eliminated. We just kind of kept in it, just kept on saying 1 round at a time, talked about what we needed to change, all that. Like, he gave us a good talk after the first map. We kind of had to reset our comms because the first map, because we were matching that comeback, our energy was through the roof. We could like, everyone was screaming basically. Like, I mean, our comms were good in terms of like what we were saying, but like they were loud because we had so much energy. So we kind of had to reset that.
Okay, talk to me about channeling energy, because like we're just talking about your second match. Let's talk about that first match. I mean, can you talk to me a little bit about what happened with DZ? I mean, that was an all-out brawl, drag out to the end as well.
I mean, DZ might be the scariest team in the world to play against when they have a lot of time to prep. And like, that's not to take anything away from that. Like, that's their strong suit. I think they can, like, they would admit that. So I mean, we knew coming in that it would be a tough match, but regardless of my my tweets and whatnot, we knew it would be a tough match. They're a team that prepares really well, and I mean, coming into the match, we knew that they'd have things prepared for us, and they did. They had a lot of stuff prepared specifically for us, and we didn't change how we were playing quick enough to kind of figure it out. So we weren't good at adapting this time. I give them shit for not being good at adapting. That was on us this time. So yeah, but I mean, they prepped really well, and I mean, you got to give them credit for that. So yeah, but we're still fighting.
You all played exceptionally today. I just want to see if you want to say anything to your fans. I mean, they've been rooting hard for y'all, and I'm sure y'all still have your eye on the prize, correct?
100%. I mean, like I said, we're not out yet. We know that. We almost lost Invitational with a 1-map lead, so I mean, it's definitely possible. We know what we're capable of. I think we can make it work. So just kind of taking things one step at a time. I think we'll be all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, also, I literally lost track of everything because I'm so exhausted. Sorry. Thank you to all the fans for the support. Aww. I mean, I hope you guys enjoyed the matches. You guys probably did. You are also probably very stressed out, I'd imagine. But I mean, I'm sure you guys had fun. So thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I mean, we plan to show up tomorrow. We'll do our best. We're gonna get some rest, watch the matches tomorrow, also talk prep and stuff. But yeah.
All right, we're gonna let you go. You've had a long day, sir. You enjoy this victory and get some rest. Thank you so much for chatting with us, Canadian.
Thank you very much. Have a good night.
Have a lovely evening, and let's bring it back to our analyst desk. Oh man, he's always lovely to interview.
I believe we have FoxA here. That was such a long day. My goodness, you must be tired. How are you feeling right now?
Yeah, a little exhausted, a little bummed. Just, you know, someone had to lose.
That's true. Someone had to lose. I'm sure you're obviously not happy that it is you. And I mean, at the end of the day, you fought so hard. You did not just give that win to Space Station Gaming easily. I mean, how tough of a loss was that for you guys?
I mean, it definitely stings considering that we thought that we were probably one of the favorites to win, or in our opinions. We put a lot of practice and preparation into the teams we were going to play, and just, you know, game day came and, you know, just didn't go the way we planned. So
well, it is obvious you put that practice and that prep in, and, you know, in Canadian's interview, he even gave you guys so much credit, so much props. He said it's clear that you came into this prepared. So then I guess let's look at moving forward. What's next for you guys?
I think the only thing that's coming up is the next split, so just a lot more practice and time together, and just getting used to everything and you know, ironing out the kinks so that next time we have a even better shot, and next split we come out, you know, swinging.
Are you gonna take a few days off and kind of rest and relax, or is it just kind of right back into practice?
Yeah, I mean, like, we're gonna take the next few days off, watch the rest of the major, just so that we can, I guess, see what everyone else is playing, you know, who wins. Still some great games going on. And then, you know, it's, I don't know when the next split starts exactly, but I don't think it's that far away, so we just got to get back onto it.
Yeah, it should be just about mid-September, so we've got a couple more weeks. Well, FoxA, thank you so much for your time. You know, try to relax, enjoy the rest of your weekend at least. Jackie, we're gonna throw it back over to you guys. It's so sad. You can tell he's just really bummed right now, obviously.
Yeah, Jess and FoxA, thank you so much.